Okay, here it goes. All right. Hello, everybody. This is Bumpy Gaming here, and we're going to do something a little different today. It's just, well, first of all, because this is something I'm really passionate about, and secondly, because I kind of want to branch out a bit from doing Mario videos. I kind of don't want my content to get stale, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but anyways, in case you haven't heard the news lately, Disney is shutting down Blue Sky Studios, who you may recognize as the creators of Ice Age, Rio, Peanuts movie, and then their latest, and it's probably at this point it's going to be their last movie, Spies in Disguise, and some other ones too. As someone who as okay, this is unscripted. And I must say, as someone who's been somewhat of a fan of the studio, I gotta be I feel really sad about this. I really do, because you know, like Blue Sky has shaped up a pretty significant part of my childhood. For the first Ice Age was a film that I watched like religiously as a child, and then Robots I saw in the theaters, and then Ice Age 2. I'll never forget Ice Age 2. I saw that in the theater for a birth. I was in first grade at the time, and I saw that for a birthday party for an old friend of mine back when I lived in New Jersey. And then I remember we went up to the projectionist booth, and then the like I guess they gave the kids like random frames from the film, and I got one from like the beginning where Scrat's he's covering up the water with his toes and arms and shit. Yeah, but Ice Age 2, that I remember seeing in the theater, and then Horton I didn't see until much after it came out, but that's like I got to be honest with you. I like that movie is so good. I have a like it's one of my favorite Blue Sky movies, but it's like I mean, I would call it my favorite Blue Sky movie, but it's kind of tied with Robots. Like I can't decide which one is better. Like they're both that good. And then Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs. That one I didn't really like as much, but it could have been better, but I it's harmless. And then I'd apply that make the same argument for Rio, and then Ice Age 4. Well, that one I didn't like as much, nor did I like Epic. And Rio 2, I haven't seen since it came out in the theater, but I'm kind of iffy on it. But then the Peanuts movie, that's an absolute masterpiece of a film, and Ice Age Collision Course. Yeah, they made five of those fuckers. Yeah, Ice Age Collision Course. I That's another one I haven't seen since it came out in the theater, but even back then I remember hating it. And then Ferdinand, another one I haven't seen since it came out. Yeah, there's a lot of these. Yeah, like Ferdinand, like I remember liking it back then, and you know what? I think if I revisit it, I'll still like it because I remember it being quite good. And then their last film. Yeah, I keep saying latest. Their last film, Spies in Disguise. Yeah, Spies in Disguise. I saw that shit twice in the theater. It was that good. It's not perfect, but it's good. And you know what? Even if their track record isn't really the best, I still feel very sad that the whole thing with Disney buying Fox was a mistake. But like them shutting down Blue Sky is enough justification for me to call it that. I mean, you're putting over 400 people out of a job. And then to add salt to the wound, you have people on Twitter saying, "Oh, but they deserve to die," and they milked Ice Age. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, like, how would you feel if you worked there and you found out you were losing your job? Like, I mean, shit, man. Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't really sound like professional about this. I'm still. I mean, I calmed down a little bit from yesterday, but the news that one of the biggest animation studios in North America is shutting down. It's quite hard hitting. As a lover of animation as a medium, and Blue Sky, again, even if I don't like most of their movies, I very much acknowledge that all the people there are talented and what's the word? Like I acknowledge all the people there are like they're doing their job. You know, yeah, it's and then they had a project in the works, Nimona, which was scheduled to come out January 14th, 2022. Yeah, so Nimona, it's based on a graphic novel from Noel Stevenson, who you may recognize as the showrunner for that She-Ra cartoon on Netflix. Yeah, and I heard that 75% of the animation was completed on that. And Nimona, that's a movie I was actually really looking forward to, and by all accounts, by all accounts, the footage looked really great. Yeah, so it sucks to see all that especially that much animation go to waste. And I'm hoping maybe someone like Netflix could pick it up, but yeah, I know better than to get my hopes up. Now, all this being said, like I'm I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not that surprised that Blue Sky shot. I mean, I'm very upset about it, but I'm kind of I a part of me kind of did see it coming because that release date they had for Nimona, January 14th, 2022. Like it wasn't just a film that it wasn't a film that continuously got pushed back because of the pandemic, but it's more so because well, I don't know how. Well, I know they delayed it. I know Disney delayed it like before the pandemic to 2022, and it kind of left a 25-month gap because Spies in Disguise that came out Christmas Day 2019, yeah, December 25th, and then Nimona was slated to open January 14th, 2022. There was like a 25-month gap there. So I theorized even back then, Disney was waiting to see how Spies in Disguise did financially before Disguise. Before, sorry, I'm not gonna edit out any of this because I feel like people should know how I feel. And that's besides the point. So I think they delayed Nimona that far because they were waiting to see how Spies in Disguise did at the box office before deciding what to do with Blue Sky. And Spies in Disguise, it did not do particularly well. I think even Ice Age Collision Course made more money than, or at least domestically. I don't. I know I have a friend who knows this stuff. I'll have to ask him about it. Or hey, maybe if you're watching the video, you could tell me. Yeah, Spies in Disguise, it didn't do well at the box office, and I think Disney saw that and thought, well, we're shutting down Blue Sky. And like they even said in like the article that Blue Sky is shutting down because of COVID. But yeah, but with how much of a monopoly Disney has become lately, I don't really buy that. You know, again, because Spies in Disguise did come, and like all the stuff that I felt were gonna lead up to it. Like I've like that was long before the pandemic, and even back then, I was fearing that Blue Sky would shut down, and look where we are. Yeah, I'm what, I need to end this video. I kind of feel myself tearing up a little. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video before, so until next time, this is Bumpy Gaming going back under the bed.